Hello, everyone. Once again, it is me, Mitch. We are back with our list of best PC games for May of 2022. There are plenty of amazing titles releasing this month. Totally worth checking out, especially if you are done with your Elden Ring. There are a lot of new titles waiting for you. Without further ado, let's start with our first game. Coming in first, Trek to Yomi. It is an action-adventure, cinematic-based samurai-style game. You play as a lone samurai who was sworn to protect his town and people against all threats. The game has really breathtaking camera angles and striking visuals, closely resembling samurai movies. The combat is pretty stylish. You engage vicious swordsmen and supernatural beings with using the traditional weapons of the samurai. The story presentation is also top-notch, covering the fall of the protagonist to his heroic return to fulfill his failed promise to save the people he swore to protect. Another highlight is the thrilling soundtrack it has. It fits the action and somber moments of the plot perfectly while feeling authentic to the time and place of feudal Japan. Coming in next, Sniper Elite 5. An action shooter game from popular Sniper Elite series. But this one is set in 1944 France, where you play as Karl Fairburn to uncover Project Kraken from the Nazis. The genre-defining authentic sniping with enhanced kill cams has never felt better as you fight across immersive maps of World War II. Many world locations have been captured using photogrammetry to recreate a living immersive environment. You can take on missions solo or work with a partner in co-op mode. The sniping in this game is very serious, as you have to factor in rifle stock and barrel options, along with gravity, wind, and even heart rate while you line up your sights on the target. You can use workbenches to customize your weapons, to change scopes, stocks, barrels, magazines, and ammo types, etc. The PvP and team survival modes of Sniper Elite 5 are also very fun and worth checking out. Coming in next, My Time at Sandrock. It's a life simulator and crafting sandbox, and a very polished one. You start by traveling to the desert community of Sandrock, and where you take on the role of a fledgling builder. Now you can use your trusty toolset to gather resources, construct machines, and turn your rundown workshop into a well-oiled production facility to save the town from economic crisis. You get to explore vast deserts surrounding the city-state of Sandrock, and exploration is really a highlight of this game. You also get to experience a detailed story complete with hundreds of side quests and over 30 characters. In battles, you can quickly shift between melee combat and third-person shooting mechanics. Spend your experience gathered to level up your builder and unlock new skills to finally convert your empty prairie into farmable land. Plus, you get to attend festivals with Sandrock's residents too. Coming in next, Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate. It's a turn-based tactical RPG game from the very popular Warhammer 40k franchise. As usual, you work to purge a galaxy-spanning plague in a cinematic, story-driven campaign. Using the tactics of your own personalized squad of Daemon Hunters, you have access to upgrade your base of operations, build new facilities, conduct research, and engage in combat missions across multiple worlds. Also, for your squad of Grey Knights, learn a range of diverse skills and psychic abilities. Unlock new equipment and specialize your champions into advanced classes. You can use the dynamically destructible environment to your advantage by tearing down pillars or slamming vehicles into unsuspecting enemies. Plus, the cinematics of this game are on a level of its own. Coming up next, Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. This is a narrative RPG game developed by specialists in the genre. Your every choice in-game determines the fate of the three main characters and of the Boston Camarilla. In Vampire the Masquerade, you play as vampires in a world where lines between the real and supernatural are always blurred. The main protagonist is Hazel Iverson, called the Swan. who intends to assert her power and respect the vampiric law designed to ensure humans never learn of the existence of vampires. But nothing works as planned, with rumors, murders, and power struggles spreading in the city. You must work in the shadows to protect your sect in a frantic investigation that plunges Boston into chaos. Note that there will be consequences of your actions, in both the investigation and your social interactions with characters. You get to choose carefully because your decisions can have huge impacts on your heroes' lives and the fate of the city. Next, Evil Dead: The Game. In this action game, you step into the shoes of Ash Williams or his friends from the iconic Evil Dead franchise and work together in a game loaded with over-the-top co-op and PvP multiplayer action. You start as a team of 4 survivors, exploring, looting, managing fear, and finding key items to seal the breach between worlds. It is all inspired by all 3 original Evil Dead movies as well as the TV series. You can play as both good or evil. As an evil character, you play as Kandarian Demon to hunt Ash and others. There are multiple weapons available like your short barrel shotgun, chainsaw, cleavers, and more, to do some delightfully gruesome violence against the armies of darkness. Up next, Bakery Simulator. As clear from its name, it's a bakery simulation from an indie studio. What sets it apart is that every recipe in it is inspired by the real ones. You have to check your cookbook, learn to bake several types of bread, buns, and other things to make your recipes. But also, bread and buns are just not enough. Some expect croissants, bagels, or muffins. There is daily lists of orders which you need to choose and commit to regular deliveries. You also need to manage and control the ingredient storage space. After earning cash, you can invest in that newer equipment that will let you bake even more products. You can upgrade and customize your bakery to your liking. Just remember that delays will cost you money. Up next, Songs of Conquest. It's a pixel art style turn-based strategy game that fuses RPG, tactical combat, and kingdom management. It seems like a game inspired by 90s classics with simple plot as just seize the world. This has a moderate variety of maps with diverse loot, enemies, enemy factions, etc. There are 2 campaigns which come with unique songs that tells the tale of your rise and ruin. While building your empire, you can vary your playstyle to utilize brute force or magic, or maybe a mix of both. You can play this as a single-player adventure, or you can also challenge your friends to duels online or local. There is also an in-game level editor which allows you to create your own skirmish maps. It is pretty powerful, as you can also script in-game events, control the soundtrack, and even write dialogues. When all is said and done, you can then also share your creations with others. Up next, Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. It's an action simulation strategy game. The game is self-proclaimed most ridiculous and insane simulator in existence, where you can create battles with hundreds of thousands, even millions of characters on screen. There are multiple campaigns present in the game, with some other modes like sandbox mode and FPS invasion mode. But still, in our opinion, its main highlight is that it handles 100 times more characters on screen than its predecessor, and in far greater detail and quality, thus leading to some of the biggest in-game battles to experience. The developers are also working on their own mass GPU physics engine. They want to bring physics to a scale never before seen, which may allow thousands of ragdolls and millions of physics-based objects. Keep in mind, our physics engine is currently in very early development. Last on the list today, We Were Here Forever. This is co-op only, and a puzzle-based escape room type of game. Note that this game is co-op only, and it requires both players to have a working PC-compatible microphone and an internet connection to play. As for story, you both awaken imprisoned inside the Castle Rock, where you both try to escape. For that, you must explore the sinister castle for puzzles and plot your escape plan together. As this is a co-op only game, the puzzles you encounter take 2 to solve. You both have to roll to play. You need to communicate via your mics and act as each other's eyes and ears when you find yourself in sudden danger. Don't just freeze. You need to keep your cool and explain things clearly to your friend before your time runs out. Your voice is all you have in the dungeon. And with these best PC games to play in May of 2022, we wrap up our list. Make sure you have subscribed to check out more of our videos. Also hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. See you later, guys.